What is going on, everybody? What is going on? The Catch fam, I hope you guys are doing phenomenal tonight, man. Hope everyone is having literally the most incredible Tuesday of your entire life. I hope you guys are ready for another 2024 fantasy football draft here at the Catch. We're hopping into an Underdog fantasy football draft tonight. Probably Best Ball Mania, maybe the Pitbull. I don't know, maybe one of each, maybe a weekly winners. We're going to do a long stream tonight. A little bit late, a little bit behind. I apologize. But nonetheless, here we are. Excited to be here with you guys tonight. Can't tell. So I'm going to try and give it a minute or two, see if anyone rolls on in here and wants to hop into the lobbies with me. I know it's a little late. It's Tuesday night. But, like, come on. What else do you have to do tonight? Where I am, it's 11:43 p.m. Eastern time, and there's literally nothing better to do than to draft a fantasy football team here on July 9th. So, promo code The Catch gets you a 50% deposit match, first-time deposit match, up to $250. Links down below. Let's draft some fantasy teams tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Reverse, what's up, dude? Good to see you. How do I join the Underdog drafts? Just make sure you have an Underdog account. That's going to be the most important thing. Make sure you're in a state where it's eligible to play Underdog. Once you have an account, like you just, whenever I enter the lobby, which for a live stream is always going to be a 30-second pick lobby, although now we have some tournaments that have a 15, 20, 30-second. I always enter the 30-second lobbies. So you enter that lobby, and you should get in with me. Most of the time, you'll get in with me. Every now and then, you might not, because there might not be enough spots or whatever. But yeah, as long as you have an Underdog account, that's just the first step, and then you can hop in with myself and whomever else. So let's see. I want to tag just a few people on Discord. I think I'm going to enter the lobby at 11:45 p.m. Eastern time, so in like 1 minute. But I'm not too concerned tonight because I'm definitely going to do 2 drafts at least. So if there's anyone who wants to get in with me, potentially do so on the second draft. All right. It's 11:45. I'm entering Best Ball Mania, 30 seconds. And we have, wow. Okay, come on, man. All right, I don't think anyone got in with me. I think I was the last spot. And here I am again at, sorry, I just like punched my wall. Here I am again at the 1.4. We talked about this last night, but every draft I enter, I'm an early pick. I don't know what it is. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. Might be cursed. I don't know what's going on with my screen. Why is this all jacked up? Oh, well. I'm just going to leave it tonight. It's like showing more of the top screen than usual. I don't know, whatever. All right, 1.4, here we go. We've been switching up the builds lately. We've been going running back heavy. We've been going hero wide receiver. We've been going early quarterback. We went 0 running back. We've been doing different things. So tonight, just going to try and do a traditional like draft, right? And go CeeDee Lamb at the 1.1. I'm telling you guys, if I get the 1.1 again, I am not drafting CMC. No offense. I mean, not because I don't like CMC, but because I keep getting the 1.1. And I keep ending up. I mean, hold on. Let me check my exposure. I don't think he's like way up there. He's definitely got to be, in terms of first round players, my most drafted player. I'm checking. No, Amon-Ra St. Brown is my most drafted first round player. Am I choking on? Jeez. Sorry. All right, just give me Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra St. Brown. You guys know how I feel with this first round. Justin Jefferson, any of these guys, whoever you like, get them. All right, okay, I guess my exposure to Christian McCaffrey's at 16.7, but that's not crazy. I guess it's pretty average. All right, how you guys doing out there in the chat? Tommy, good to see you. I'll be a pro by the time Washington's available to draft Underdog. Dude, we need you. Oh, my screen looks normal now. Okay, good. Tommy, I would love to have you in these drafts, dude. J-Dubs, good to see you, broski. Glad you're out here tonight. I'm probably going to do a second draft, so if you guys are around, I'll be there. Tommy says that it hit 98 degrees today. I don't know what the weather was today. I was like outside. I don't know what I hit today. It's been hot out there. That means it's time for football, right? All right, so looking ahead here, man, I was really praying. I think I literally prayed today that I would get a pick at the 1.7 or later. But it did not happen. So picks 21, 28, 45, 52. Probably just going in at wide receiver with these first 4 picks. So pick 21, Deebo Samuel, Mike Evans, Devonta Smith, Jalen Waddle. Okay with any of those names. Pick 28. Maybe see Devonta Smith fall to pick 28. If not, DJ Moore is the player I like there. But I'm going to have my exposure pulled up tonight. As I go through things, because that is one thing that I want to start switching up as well. All right, let's see. Yeah, then picks 45 and 52. Christian Kirk, Hollywood Brown. I might go 5 wide receivers tonight. I might just send it for the team. I don't know who has ever said that quote in their life, but I mean, I kind of want to like what I did a lot of last year is like 4 wide receivers and essentially for lack of a better team, a hero RB build, but you draft that first running back like in the 4th or 5th round, and then you get like another guy, I don't know, in the 6th, 7th, 8th, you're kind of looking at what's the best value wide receiver, running back, and then you're getting like 2 dart throw running back. I mean, truthfully, past pick 117, you're getting any value at running back, in my opinion. And then maybe you're getting a tight end in that range, or you're just going late round tight end, late round quarterback. So we'll see. Made for TV in the chat. What is up, my dude? Always great to have you. Hope you're doing well, man. What's up? Thank you for dropping your like. I have no problem taking Devonta Smith at pick 21. We saw Devonta Smith, was it last night? I think it was the night before, go at pick 13. There goes Devonta Smith. Yeah, no issue with that. Deebo Samuel, Mike Evans, pick your poison. Give me Mike, because that's the other thing. I'm probably going to be chasing Tua in this draft. Purdy's ADP is 113. Tua's is 125. So I'd rather try and target Tua. We have pick 124. And then Baker, the GOAT. We pick 165. So like that kind of takes care of quarterback. Different bye weeks. We can throw one more guy in there if we want. I think Baker is... He's my most drafted quarterback. Just so cheap. That might be one I want to switch up, but I'm constantly in a position where Mike Evans or Chris Godwin end up on my team and I like both of them at their given value right now. So, dang, this is a light running back draft. I didn't even realize JT was on the board because I just wasn't looking at the position. But I was going to go wide receiver no matter what. And Saquon's still out there, Kyron and Derrick Henry, which, unless you're a lunatic like me, are usually here anyways. Tommy, send it. I used to say that all the time. Yeah, I said send it for the team. I felt like that was a weird quote. Okay, I don't have a lot of DK Metcalf. I don't have a ton of Cooper Kupp. But I know I have more. Kupp is at 4.2. I don't know if I've drafted Metcalf at all. I don't have any DK Metcalf. Oh, well. Okay. Cooper Kupp. The curse continues. If I even briefly mention a player's name, they're right off the board. Jeez. I was excited to draft DK there. Rock out, what's up? Good to see you. I wanted DK. Yeah, I wanted him, Tommy. Saquon Barkley at the 3.6 is just a steal. I don't care what anyone says. But honestly, I guess even though we're chasing wide receiver to start this draft, I guess it's a good thing it's been a light running back draft. I mean, it's kind of helping the other teams and it's taking wide receivers away from us, but like at least in theory, though, there should be running backs available as we go on. Pittman's the other guy like in this range. What's my exposure to Pittman? Same as Kupp, 4.2. All right, first QB's gone. Josh Allen. No surprise. Pick 45. We'll see if Kirk falls. His ADP is 43. If not, I'm okay with Scary Terry or Hollywood. Then I think I don't know. We have no tight ends gone here at pick 37. Laporta's ADP is 35.9. Kelsey's is 39.1. Might go Kincaid at pick 52. That's his ADP, but like I said, no tight ends gone so far. So, or I could go with my first running back, Josh Jacobs. Maybe Pacheco falls. Maybe James Cook is there. Could reach for Rashad White. We got options. There goes Laporta. Seems like people are hating on Pittman, says Tommy. Yeah. I do personally feel like he has as much value as all the other wide receiver ones are kind of seeing going in that range. Like, I feel like he's being, I don't know. I feel like he's kind of similar to like a Devonta Smith or Jalen Waddle, where like their ADPs are kind of all over the place. You might not see Waddle or Smith go that late at like a 3.9. But like you can see Pittman go like as early as the end of the second round, as late as the end of the third. So and I feel like he gets drafted a little bit more aggressively in like our PPR mock drafts, for example. All right, so I could go RB here. Man, I got to watch out for week 6 buys. Because man, what is my exposure to Pacheco? It's high. It's 33. I'm going to go Pacheco here. And then at 52, I think like there's a number of wide receivers I'd be happy with. I think the value at running back outweighs wide receiver at the, because it's like I pick 52. Maybe James Cook is there. I'd be okay with James Cook, but I don't really feel like the player most likely to draft right there is Hollywood Brown, and he might be there at pick 52, especially now that we're seeing a run at tight end. I don't think I'm going to go Kincaid. because we're in a position to get, in theory, Evan Ingram at 76, and I'm fine with that. See, I mean, I could still go James Cook here. The other player I'm okay reaching for here is Chris Godwin. If we really want to aggressively go in on that Tampa Bay stack. But Jaden Reed's here. Calvin Ridley's here. I'm okay with any of these guys. It goes Jaden Reed. Let's go Calvin Ridley. I'm okay with that. All right, so looking ahead, we got pick 69. Nice. Maybe Rachaad White falls. Probably not. Maybe go Kenny Walker. I still like David Montgomery. I mean, might be able to get him at pick 76, and then I say we scoop up. I guess we're going Ingram with one of those two picks. But we'll keep an eye at wide receiver there as well. 69, 76. And this has been a heavy wide receiver draft. So, like, right now, wide receiver's not really true to ADP. So, I mean, it's just like that tier wide receiver. I don't know if this is a tier necessarily, but Deontay Johnson, Christian Watson, JSN, like, I'm coming out of one of my drafts, like one of three of these guys. Then I also really like Jameson Williams and Cortland Sutton. So Deontay Johnson's ADP 72.7, Watson 73.4, JSN 77 on the dot, JMO's 84.6, and Sutton's 91.1. But we also do have to think about like building out some running back depth here as well. So I'd like to get one more wide receiver in the next, because once you get to pick 93, I mean, it's just gross at wide receiver. There's names, there's players, don't get me wrong. There's some guys. But this is what always makes me end up wanting to go like just late round tight end. But if you don't hit on the right guys, it's just like so painful. I've been pretty good at it the last couple years. Last 2 years, I guess I should say. Outside of Hunter Henry 2 years ago. It's like not my most drafted player, but he was up there. Rockout, I've been trying to convince my league mates to switch to Sleeper for 2 years. We've been short by 2 votes. Man, I think everyone should be, like, your like home league should just purely be on. I don't think there's a better app to use than Sleeper for any fantasy format outside of best ball, I guess. All right, into the 6th round we roll. Top available players are Joe Mixon, Xavier Worthy, Rachaad White, Rome Odunze, and C.J. Stroud. So I this is one of those moments I just kind of sit back and see what happens. So you get another running back, you go another wide receiver, might go tight end. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, it's been a heavy wide receiver draft, which will make these next couple rounds really interesting. Yeah. They're still flying. Get the Seahawks stack. DK Kenneth. I didn't get DK, though. I missed him. I really wanted Metcalf over Kupp and Reed over Ridley. It is what it is. All right, RCB. Who you drafting here, bro? Get the stack. Just take Stroud off the board. I think it's going to be a auto pick here. Dang it. Oh, thank God. not even that serious, but I really wanted Rashad White there. 6 picks against ADP. I'm super happy with that. This makes me definitely want to get Baker later in this draft. Once again, me aggressively chasing Baker Mayfield in a draft. All right, now I hope that Watson or JSN falls out at 76. I'd be okay with Kenneth Walker or David Montgomery, but I don't really feel like they're necessary here. I'd be okay with just going Evan Ingram too, but Watson or JSN would make me a happy lad. I'm not going to reach for JMO or Sutton. There's a chance, higher chance Sutton's there at 93, but a chance that either of those guys are there at 93. JMO, a little steep. And this is a little bit against ADP once again at wide receiver. Nothing too crazy as we. There goes Watson. And Watson's becoming a hot commodity. I feel like his ADP on Underdog will change the next week or so. All right, there goes the Fergster. Yeah, that's against ADP for Ferguson, but this guy's got Lamb. I wonder who he's targeting at quarterback. But oh dang, there goes JSN. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. You know what? I haven't drafted Kittle at all this year, I don't think. Sorry, George. So let's just get a tight end. I have no exposure to Kittle, so let's go tight end there. Let's get Kittle. Man, Deontay Watson and JSN, but White was just such a good value there, man. George Kittle or Evan Ingram? Who you guys like more? I have a lot of exposure to. I mean, Ingram and Ferguson are basically my most highest exposure in terms of like mid tier tight ends who are like on the fringe of that top tier. Who knows what I'm saying? And then Kincaid in terms of the top tier guys, my highest exposure, and then everyone else is like Dalton Schultz, Luke Musgrave, Cole Kmet, Chicken Conquo. The guys you see me draft every night. So I like Kenneth Walker there at 76 as well as David Montgomery, which we talked about if I was going to go running back. And at some point in this draft, we're going to get a really heavy run at running back because it's just been such a wide receiver heavy draft. All right, so here's what we're sitting at. Pacheco and White, Hill, Evans, Kupp, Ridley, Kittle. I'm really sad we missed that little tier wide receiver. And yeah, now we're still seeing wide receivers kind of just being aggressively drafted here. It's been a really heavy wide receiver draft. So we're in that next tier. I mean, I don't think Sutton's going to last. He's a top-rated wide receiver, but he is not the top-rated player. It's been a light running back draft. Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones, Ramondre Stevenson, Najee Harris, Zamir White, Jalen Warren, there goes Kamara, are the top-rated players, and you got Burrow and Swift. So I think this is going to be a pretty heavy run at running back happening any moment. I guess Zamir White took a selfie after he worked out today and looked absolutely massive. So that means we need to draft more of him. There goes Zamir White, as I say it. But hey, I mean, White's been a good value all offseason long. I mean, that is a run-heavy offense, and that offense is not going to change this year. There goes Burrow. He's got Higgins. So I always like to check the stacks. Guy got Mahomes, got no stacky. A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts are together. Lamar's alone. 0 QB team. Stroud and Diggs. Kyler McBride. This guy's definitely going to draft Dak. There goes Swift. I don't know. This guy's got kind of a random team, which is okay. Let's see what happens. What is Dak's ADP again? Oh, 96. He might be sweating over there. 96 on the dot. He has picked 96 too. RCB, what's up, man? What we doing here? Thank you. We got our boy. Give me Sutton, the best wide receiver of all time. All right, so this next pick could go running back like Mostert, Pollard, Robinson. I'm okay with those guys. We have picks. Let me check quarterbacks. Okay, I think we can outlast QB and get 2 at 124. So at 117, like this tier wide receiver doesn't wow me. Lockett, Palmer, I like Dobbs. Shakir, 80, Mitchell, Cooks, Mike Williams, Jacoby Myers, Datavion Wicks. One or two of these guys could be hanging around at 117. We are like starting to get really against ADP with wide receivers. Someone will be there. So I would have liked to go Mostert here, who's gone. I could go with another tight end, which would not be a thing I do. I could just go Romeo Dobbs. Can't go running back. But, yeah, there goes Brian Robinson. So, it's a weird pick. Gosh. There's good quarterback value here. Love and Jaden Daniels are available here. So I'm probably just going to take Tony Pollard. Okay. We have Calvin Ridley, so the correlation is fine. If something bad happens at quarterback, then that gives us the ability to take Will Levis late. Or if you don't feel sound about Tua and Baker, then you can still go with Levis late here. So, and have been drafting quite a bit of Chicken Conquo, so screw it. Go Tennessee. Still feels weird to me that Calvin Ridley's on Titans. All right. But yeah, I mean, there's some pretty solid QB values still. This hasn't really been a heavy quarterback draft. Lamar, Mahomes, and Richardson in the 5th. I guess that's normal, but kind of at the back end of the 5th. Yeah, I mean, so this team did end up with Dak Prescott. Good for him. Dobbs was really the only wide receiver that intrigued me there at 9.4. But every time I see Dobbs, then I just like look ahead. I'm like, Datavion Wicks is going to be available at 117, probably. I don't know. Jordan Love's on the board. There's a team with Dobbs, a team with Watson. Might have someone kind of aggressively go after one or the other. I don't know. You might have a guy go for Love and then maybe go Wicks early. Probably not. All right, so we've got 3 running backs: Pacheco, White, Pollard. 5 wide receivers: Hill, Evans, Kupp, Ridley, Sutton, and then we got George Kittle. If you guys are interested in drafting tonight, I will be running a second draft after this one as well. So stay tuned. All right, 10th round. Here we go. Man, he's still got J-Lo. His ADP's 98. He's still floating around. There goes Jaden Daniels. I was starting to get like, I might just go get a little exposure to Jaden Daniels tonight. Team's also got Josh Allen. It's kind of a weird pick, but. All right, so pick 117. See, this is the thing. Kind of want to go to Tavion Wicks, but there's just such a massive drop off at running back. By the time you pick again at 141, I just hate running backs there. Jason, which contest is the next one? I will do either the Pitbull or Best Ball Mania. Pitbull's a $20 entry. Best Ball Mania is $25. So if you guys like prefer to do a Pitbull entry, I'm okay with that. It's $5 cheaper. Dude, this has been such a light quarterback draft that part of me is thinking about skipping Tua, but it's just not worth it. Because I know the team that has Jaden Daniels that has Jalen Waddle, has Jalen Hurts. It's a lot of Jadens and Jalen's. I'm not gonna risk it. And like now we're seeing a little run ski here at QB. So Wicks is here. Dotson's here. Corum, Gus the Bus, Devin Singletary. Why do I just not feel in any way intrigued about Devin Singletary? This is a light running back draft, though. It's going to be Blake Corum. I mean, you could go with any of these guys. I have a lot of exposure to Gus Edwards. I probably should have gone Singletary because I have like no exposure to him. But I just don't. I have to go Tua at 124. I mean, I could kind of go like zero quarterback and just go Baker and Will Levis. I don't know, man. I don't know if I feel great about that. Jason, we can do a Pitbull after this. That's fine. Cameron, I had to grab Kate Otten as my tight end 2 and feels gross. I don't hate him as a tight end 2. I don't love him. If you have Baker and like Mike Evans, Baker and Chris Godwin, I think it's okay. I kind of like Team 1 right now. Prescott, Ferguson, Lamb, A-Chain Ford, Gus the Bus, DJ Moore, McLaurin, Hollywood, Watson, Lockett. That's a solid-looking squad. But yeah, I'm not overly excited about... Oh, there goes Jentavion Wicks. I'm not overly excited about Kate Otten either. But especially depending on your tight end 1, it's not the end of the world. All right, there goes Tua. We got him, boys. He's ours. Who do you guys kind of like in that running back range the most? Blake Corum, Devin Singletary, Jerome Ford, Gus Edwards, Zach Charbonnet, Trey Benson, Chase Brown, Zeke. Jerome Ford is really starting to go against ADP, and like looking at other content that's out there, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. Jerome Ford is like becoming a more popular name to talk about as well, which of course, if you guys have been watching the streams and everything, we've been talking about the value on Jerome Ford for weeks. And I'm at 16.7% exposure to him, so he's tied with like Javonte Williams, Eckler, C-Mac, and ETN. Pretty averagely drafted, but yeah, I mean, he goes a little bit against ADP right there. Cameron, Kelsey's my tight end 1 and grabbed Jatavion Sanders for my tight end 3. Then that's fine. That's fine. I mean, you got a stud at tight end 1. And I don't dislike Jatavion Sanders as a tight end 3, but I also just get a little shaky about rookie tight ends, you know. But like if you get like a Deontay Johnson and then go Bryce Young late, maybe you throw Xavier Leggett in there, then I don't have a problem chasing Jatavion Sanders. Jacob's already maxed the Pitbull. Already? When were you drafting, dude? Love Ford and Foreman seems sneaky. I think Foreman will get goal line carries. Thoughts? Yeah, so I've talked about Donta Foreman as well. And, you know, Gus, gosh, not Gus. Jerome Ford, you know, really had a nose for the end zone last year and just found ways to score touchdowns. So I do think he's going to be the primary back as long as Nick Chubb is out, right? I think Chubb's going to miss more time than, you know, more people are thinking. But, Ford had 9 touchdowns last year. If you go back and watch some of the tape, though, like some of those touchdowns were pretty impressive and against good run defenses, too. So, yeah, I mean, I think the bigger value is that Foreman, you know, if something happens to Ford, we know Foreman can be a 3-down back, right? Is this team's not even drafting, dude. It's so annoying. But I do like both. Like, I think it's a 1-2 punch for sure. Okay, I did not think out these next 2 picks at all. This wide receiver tier makes me want to shoot my foot off. I guess I'll go Ricky Pearsall if he's here. Dang, Cole Kmet is gone. I also like Kmet right there. Pitbull will fill tonight. Really? I hope we get a cheaper tournament next. But we just had a string of like cheap tourneys. Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't even realize the fill rate was so high already. It's at 96.7. All right, I'll get another one in. We'll do that next. 10 entry max. I think. Oh, apparently I haven't done any Pitbulls. Oh yeah, because I joined one on stream and it like was not filling at all. So I just entered a best ball meet. That was Saturday night. It filled like right away. I guess I'm gonna go tight end 2 with this next pick. Go Musgrave or Hawkinson. Not going Hawkinson, which is probably good anyways. So then at 165, we'll go with Baker, Moneymaker. Running backs all freaking suck at this point. And we just got to sprinkle in wide. I mean, basically at this point, like, you're going wide receiver every other pick and just going for as much upside as possible. I think it was there. Oh, all right. Good thing we got Kittle. All right, Quentin Johnston, Demario Douglas, Adam Thielen, Roman Wilson, Rashad Bateman, Randall Robinson, Troy Franklin. Pick your poison. What's Chicken Conquos? ADP 189. It's going to be Demario Douglas. Whatever. Demario Douglas or Adam Thielen? Who you guys like more? I have a feeling we're not going to land Demarcus Robinson. Such a shame. My most drafted player. Might not get him. I got a bad feeling, boys. All right, so looking ahead here, picks 165. That's where we want to go and grab Baker Mayfield. Looking at available quarterbacks, we got Cousins, Stafford, Watson, Rodgers, Mayfield, Geno, Will Levis. I don't feel overly inclined to go Will Levis in this draft, but we do have Ridley and Pollard. We're probably going to end up with Chicken Conquo. But, like in theory here, we're already going to have 2 quarterbacks stacked. It's okay to chase that third, but we'd be spending 2 picks in a row on quarterback and kind of reaching slightly for Will Levis. And, don't forget, it's okay to also have players just correlated. Like, we are going to have 3 Titans players. We don't have to have the quarterback. So if he falls, then that's beautiful, right? We just go ahead and then that stack at, if he's there at 189, then the stack's worth it for sure. But I don't feel overly. Now, if it's a player maybe of higher caliber, like Stafford's hanging around right now against ADP, and like if he's there, and we take him at 165 because we have Puka, and we do actually have Cooper Kupp on this team and Blake Corum, right? So maybe that was a bad example. Now I'm talking myself into drafting Matthew Stafford, so maybe that was a bad example. But maybe you have Drake London and Bijan Robinson. ADP doesn't really work there, but we've seen some crazy things. And Kirk Cousins is available here, and you have Chris Godwin, because Mike Evans is probably not realistic in that build. But then maybe you feel more inclined. But like Will Levis, I do like Will Levis. I don't feel overly inclined. But now I am kind of thinking about going with Stafford. But then once again, we end up going back-to-back quarterback picks. And we do have a pretty solid wide receiver room as is. Got good running backs. Stafford, Kupp, Corum. Is it worth it? I think it's 100% worth it if we knew for sure we could get DeMarcus Robinson at 172. But at that point, then we're abandoning Baker. Oh, man. I just don't know that DeMarcus Robinson's going to be there. I don't know what these teams in front of me are going to do. I want to go Baker, and here's the final decision why. Matthew Stafford has the same bye week as Tua. Because if he didn't, I was going to go Stafford. And last second, I thought of that. And they both have a week 6 bye. So, actually kind of glad I didn't do that, because then I'd certainly be chasing a third quarterback. And I don't know that Will Levis would last to 189. And then we just pick our try and true Bryce Young. But, or we go Bo Nix to stack with Cortland Sutton. But that was a close call. And Stafford's still hanging around. But yeah, like if we go Stafford, and then it becomes, does DeMarcus Robinson last to 172? Because then, Stafford, Kupp, Robinson, Corum, probably more valuable than just Baker or Mike Evans. And this is also a team where Kate Otten, who we just talked about a couple moments ago, holds some value as well, as we're kind of in the late round tight end boat. But Stafford still, why everyone hates Stafford? This guy goes with the Malachi Corley Rogers stack, just becoming popular because they're like back-to-back picks. Geno with Lockett. Yeah, I go Baker because I have Evans. I don't want the same bye week. Cousins. probably just because he's a good value. I don't see any other reason why Cousins is on that team. But man, poor staph infection. I'm going wide receiver. Give me DeMarcus Robinson. And once again, it is okay. You don't always have to have the quarterback. Like I don't call it a stack unless you have the quarterback. But it's okay to also just correlate. Like now we just have a lot of exposure to the Rams on this team, which is okay as well. All right, 189, 196, 213. We basically need to go in on tight end here. So I don't think Cade Otton's going to last. Top available tight ends are Fant, Ben Sinnott, Cade Otton, Tyler Conklin, Isaiah Likely, Jonnu Smith, Chicken Conquo. I probably want to sprinkle in a running back. It's probably going to be Dameon Pierce. Maybe I'll go like Audric Estime. It's my last pick since I have Sutton. He might never play it down in his life. Maybe let's go Donta Foreman. We'll see what happens. All right, for those of you guys interested in drafting tonight, we'll be drafting a Pitbull team after this. So 3 more rounds. All right, so we got Tua hanging out with Tyreek. That's enough of a stack for me. Baker with Rachaad White and Mike Evans. And when I was talking about I forgot that we had Rachaad White on this team, but he's there too. Running backs are Pacheco, White, Pollard, Corum. Wide receivers are Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, Cooper Kupp, Calvin Ridley, Cortland Sutton, Ricky Pearsall, Demario Douglas, DeMarcus Robinson. And then we got Kittle hanging out down there at tight end. And there goes Cade Otton as we enter the 16th round. Let's go. So yeah, this is pretty easy fill here. Fill out tight end. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with Will Levis on this team, I don't think. Unless he just... I feel like it's too good of a value. This is a team where I'll consider Jonnu Smith too. Especially if we could go Jonnu Smith, Chicken Conquo with these next 2 picks. I'd feel good about that. You know, we have Tua. Why not? Why not give Jonnu Smith a chance? Jason says we may not make it. Pitbull's 98.9 filled. Jeez, that's quick. Why did this guy take Will Levis? Oh, he's got Hopkins and Spears. That's why. That's his QB too. See, sometimes it's just not in the books for you. We didn't really need Levis anyways. Okay, so this team ended up getting Stafford. Just a good value, honestly, which is okay too. All right, do these teams need tight ends? McBride, Henry, not really. Andrews, Musgrave, not really. Fergie, Hawkinson. Hawkinson's injury, maybe. Just leave Chicken Conquo alone, okay? All right, for those of you guys interested, I'm going to go ahead and get prepared to enter the second draft. So I'm going to enter the 32nd pick lobby for the Pitbull at 12:33 a.m. That is probably in less than a minute. That way we don't miss getting in. So 30-second lobby, 12:33 a.m. Eastern Time. That is soon. Okay. I'm watching my clock like a crazy person. Pitbull, we're coming. If you guys want to draft, no one got in on the first draft. We are entering the lobby any moment. There it is. We're in 10 spots. All right, so you guys can get in. I'm in the 30-second lobby for the Pitbull. There's just 2 of us. Okay, that was not as dramatic as I thought it would be, but okay. That will be the next draft. 9 spots. I'm itching my ear. Okay. Chig. Give us Chig. Let's go. What a beautiful little squad over here. Tua and Baker. Best quarterbacks in the game. Pacheco, White, Pollard, Corum. I had a lot of entries last year where I just drafted 4 running backs, and it didn't hurt me too bad. And I still have 1 more pick. I can take a dart throw at running back or wide receiver. I might be getting my boy Odell Beckham on this team, though. Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, Cooper Kupp, Calvin Ridley, Cortland Sutton, Ricky Pearsall, Demario Douglas, Demarcus Robinson, Kittle, Johnny Smith, Chicken Conquo. I'll take this team all day. All day. We got Baker with White and Evans, Tua with Hill, and his favorite tight end, Johnny Smith. Maybe Odell Beckham to end the draft. We've got some Titans exposure here, right? Pollard, Ridley, Chig. Got some Rams exposure in Kupp, Corum, and Demarcus Robinson. Nice. Let's go. All right, 8 spots open in the Pitbull. $20 entry. 30-second lobby. Are all Underdog drafts 12 teams? All the tournaments are. But for example, if if I were to do a private draft, can be 2 people, 10 people. I mean, you guys can see the screen probably. It might look weird for you guys, but 10 people, 12 people, 6 people, all kinds of different sizes. Dude, I need to do $1,000 draft with 1 person. That'd be the most. I feel like that could end badly. All right, 7 spots. This is filling pretty slow. I thought these were filling quick. Why is it whenever I enter a Pitbull lobby, they fill so slow? It's a good thing we started that early, I guess. All right, I'm kind of aiming to end this draft with Donta Foreman. If not, okay, he's gone. It's literally only when I stream and as soon as I say a player's name, they get drafted. It's this guy's stacked Bo Nix and Troy Franklin. What a beast. All right, yeah, I mean, the most logical player to end this draft with is Odell Beckham Jr. All right, for anyone interested, Pitbull, 30-second lobby. We're already in. We're waiting. There's 5 spots. 30-second lobby, Pitbull, $20 entry. That's the next draft. All right, 2 a time. Baker Mayfield, Isaiah Pacheco, Rashad White, Tony Pollard, Blake Corum, Hill, Evans, Kupp, Ridley, Sutton, Ricky Pearsall, Demario Douglas, Demarcus Robinson, Odell Beckham, Kittle, Johnny Smith, and Conquo. There is your team, ladies and gentlemen. I will take it. All right, 4 spots open. Get in the draft. Cameron, entered the one right before you. I will draft alongside. Just got Puka and MH Jr. at the turn. Beautiful. Oh, we are filled. Why am I at the 1.1? Oh, no. Oh, thank God. Let's go. Finally, a late pick. Jeez. So tired of drafting the first 4 or 5 spots. And I was just talking about this the other night. I love the 1.12. All right, I have no strategy for this draft. J-Dub's in Best Ball Mania. Let's go. We're all spread out. Jason, what's your username? So I know where you're at. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know what I'm doing at the 112. We'll see who's available. Jason's at spot 8. Okay, let's roll. Kind of close to each other. I will not draft the players you want unless I want them to. Okay. I'm kind of hoping for I might go. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to say I'm kind of hoping I get like. I kind of want to start like Jahmyr Gibbs, Garrett Wilson. I kind of want Marvin Harrison Jr. going on here too. Let's go. Let's go. I'm so excited to have a pick at the 112. I can't even explain it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Garrett Wilson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Marvin Harrison, Drake London, your top available players. I want all of them. All right. You know what? I don't want Gibbs anyways. Just give me wide receivers. Give me Wilson and MH Jr. Okay? Let's go. Tommy says go wide receiver heavy. That's what we're doing. You know it, broski. 36. Ooh. Get to switch up our exposure. You know what I am doing in this draft? I'm getting Kyler Murray. I'm getting that stack. I'm in such a bad spot. I'm going to have to hope he falls to 84 or pick him 20 spots against ADP. Don't tempt me. Yo, what's Trey McBride's ADP? 46. Take him against ADP too. Man, I really want an MH Jr. Kyler stack. We'll see what quarterback's looking like. He might be there at 8. If it was like the last draft, he'll be there. All right, so wide receivers at the 36-37. Zay Flowers, maybe Tank Dell or Michael Pittman fall. T. Higgins, Pickens, Cooper. What running backs are at 36-37? We're going wide receiver heavy. J-Dub says Waddle to 2.1 to get fun. Ooh. It's not the first time I've seen someone do that. Waddle and Smith are the players I'm seeing being aggressively drafted against ADP at the 2-1 area. Grab Benson late. I'm down. Let's go Cardinals. Cardinals stack it is. All right, pretty light running back draft. Not as light as the last draft, though. Barkley and Henry, I'm telling you guys, I love that start. If you're going to go 2 running backs through the first 3 rounds, I love that start. Try to get Kyron, he's gone. As soon as you say it, J-Dubs, he's gone. Devon Achane's still on the board. He's gone. I'm going 4 wide receivers. Having Wilson and MH Jr. already. Yeah, we're going in at wide receiver here. Jets played Jacksonville, LA, and Buffalo during the playoff schedule. Thank you for the info. Actually, good to have. Arizona plays New England, Carolina, and the Rams. These are pretty good matchups on both ends. I doubt. Yeah, Cup is gone too. I'd love to see Pittman fall. It's okay. I should really just not talk at all while I draft. The player I was about to say something about Zay Flowers. Okay. I will take Diggs as a wide receiver 3. Y'all can be salty or whatever. And I'm going to take a upside pick. I'm going to go Pickens over Higgins. Maybe the wrong pick. But feels like a fun pick. So let's go. Plus, if all else fails in this draft, Pittsburgh's quarterbacks are as cheap as dirt. All right, the Kelsey Mahomes stack makes Mahomes the first quarterback gone. Lamar Jackson is now the second quarterback gone due to Zay Flowers, and now Jalen Hurts is the third quarterback gone due to A.J. Brown. So we got a Mahomes Kelsey stack, a Lamar Flowers stack, a Hurts Brown stack. Interesting. Kirk is gone. If you want to go Kirk over Diggs or Pickens, I'm not going to blame you. Now Josh Allen goes. You just never know. J-Dubs, I was already thinking of targeting Rashee Rice. You read my mind. And there's a very, 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 very tiny chance Hollywood Brown is there. Still a light running back draft. I guess I should draft a running back at 60. Wide receiver 5 at 61. And then, yeah, I'm just going to see if Kyler falls. I'm not going to... I don't know. He's a QB3 on the board right now. I might just take him. I might just do it. So get picks 84 and 85. Probably going J-Mo, Cortland Sutton if all goes right there. I wouldn't hate those guys if my wide receivers 5 and 6. Okay. Heavy quarterback round in the 4th. I just realized. Oh, never mind. Stressful. Into the 4th and into the 5th we go. Tough decisions. I want Stroud. Assume you want Kyler, right? I'll let Kyler fall as long as you don't take Stroud. Yeah, Stroud's gone, though. This is kind of been an aggressive quarterback draft. I get the chat like a little bit later than it comes. I don't even know if Kyler's going to be there for me. I might be giving up on that stack as is. That is kind of a hard stack to land. I guess in a non-aggressive quarterback draft, it's not. Yeah, then A-Rich is gone now. But yeah, I mean, we had those Mahomes, Kelsey, Jackson Flowers, Hurts, Brown. Like, the stacks were in high demand in this draft. Dalton Kincaid still available. He's gone to the Josh Allen team. That's a nice landing for him. Jaden Reed's gone. Little hero RB team right here. For you, Jason. I actually really like this start here. I guess you really did. I just noticed you had Collins and Dell. Yeah. Dang, both the running backs I really liked there. Gone. Gone in a heartbeat. You know what? Godwin or Keenan Allen's fine. Give me a 0 RB team tonight. Why not? Just give me Kyler. Everyone else is stacking. Sorry, J-Dubs. I gave up on Rashee Rice there. Weird pick. Not a weird pick. I'm fine with it. It was either go RB1, go Rashad White is who I would have taken. Or Mixon. And I could have gone Mixon. Have Diggs on this team. That would have been fine too. But yeah, I'm okay just going with the 5th wide receiver and getting Kyler. Kyler against ADP, though. But Kyler, I mean, there's definitely a possibility Kyler would have lasted to 84. But this has been an aggressive quarterback draft so far. And I just don't think he would have been there. But maybe, like, people just start to take wide receivers, running backs, tight ends all the way through. I just don't like the chance there. So we are going to have a weird running back room. But okay with it. We could take a long breather at wide receiver. We have 5 wide receivers, all studs. We're probably going to draft Baker Mayfield again. Or what is Rodgers ADP? He's right next. He's a couple spots behind Baker. I think I'm going to take Rodgers at 150. This 156, 157 turn. Throw him out there with Garrett Wilson, and then Malachi Corley probably in the mix here. Let's get away from Baker this draft. Sorry, Baker, I love you, but so Malachi Corley's ADP is 175. Man, we'll see what happens when we get there. All right, so I'm probably going running back to back here. Running back to back. But if the right wide receiver falls here, we'll see what entices me. But I'm probably going back to back running backs here. I'm still a Connor clicker. I don't know why that term is silly to me. That was weird. I don't know who I'm going to draft at tight end. Grab Brooks and Najee. Those are fine. I like Kamara. I don't really trust Aaron Jones at all. Aaron Jones, if you're watching, I don't trust you. Nice. Jason also is a 5 wide receiver team. Hero running back over there. If Watson or JSN falls, okay, if Watson falls, I might take Watson. Okay. Good pick, Jason. I didn't think it was going to happen anyways. And you have Reed. I'm on to you over there. I'm not taking Jordan Love, so don't worry about it. I'm also intrigued by Jameson Williams. I kind of like Zamir White over Jonathan Brooks. J-Dubs. And I like Ramondre Stevenson. And I like Alvin. I like. You're probably looking at correlation. I'm going Kamara and Stevenson. And then I'm going to hope to get Trey Benson at 108. All right. Here's the team so far. Kyler, Kamara, Ramondre, I don't know why I called him that. I was trying to be funny. Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Stephon Diggs, George Pickens, Chris Godwin. See what happens. I did feel like that was pretty good value on Kamara and Stevenson. Jason goes ahead and gets his quarterback. He says, I'm not going to miss that stack. Yeah, I really thought I'd end up with like Zamir White and James Conner, or Zamir White and like Aaron. I probably wouldn't draft Aaron Jones, but Najee Harris was already gone. So Zamir White and James Conner, Zamir White, DeAndre Swift, James Conner, one of those type of combos, but we'll take it. I still haven't drafted a tight end, but I think 132, 133 I'll go tight end. I'm just not going to stress about tight end tonight. At least in this draft. I'd like to get Freiermuth on this team. Pair him up with his buddy, George Pickens. I guess... Well, Najee Harris... I keep forgetting Najee Harris was gone. I couldn't draft him anyways. Jalen Warren's gone. I do want Trey Benson on this squad. Give me Trey Benson. 109 at wide receiver. It's like, I'm just not with this tier wide receiver. Shakir, A.D. Mitchell, Brandon Cooks, Mike Williams, Jacoby Myers. Just not with it. Maybe I will go tight end. If the right guy is there. Maybe I'll just go running back. I mean, that makes sense too. Okay, with Javonte Williams, the RB4. I don't know. We want the Benso. The nice thing is, with these late picks at wide receiver, we can go Zay Jones and Greg Dortch to end the draft. So I've never been more excited in my life. Like, I'm always like, if you draft Kyler Murray, your last two picks can be Zay Jones and Greg Dortch. And it's like so convenient. And now it's happening to me. It's the best night of my freaking life. So I don't really feel like I need to really be like going crazy at wide receiver, considering we already have 5. All right, the clock's ticking here. Dortch is such a good late round wide receiver with a decent floor. Yeah, and where is Michael Wilson already gone? I always forget about him. Sorry, Michael Wilson. I guess I should target him. You don't have to target every single player on a team, but I'm also kind of interested in Mike Williams on this team. But I'm also not at the same time. Just because I'm looking at a late round Rodgers. Well, we already have Garrett Wilson, so. Where's Michael Wilson? Oh, found him. I probably won't get Michael Wilson because his ADP is right next to Malachi Corley's. But he's a good backup plan. He's my backup plan. All right, 3 picks left. Top available players are Palmer. Things are happening fast. Top available players are Dobbs, Benson, Shakir, Spears, Singletary. I'm scared. Wilson and Zay Jones will fight each other. Dortch has a slot to himself. This is a fair point. All right, give me Trey Benson, the GOAT. Let's go Jerome Ford. Singletary, Corum, Edwards, Chase Brown, Jerome Ford. Pick whoever you want. Okay. All right, so next two picks are probably going to be back-to-back tight ends. I almost went Dallas Goedert there. Almost. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good over here. Kyler, Kamara, Ramondre. That's my new name for him. Trey Benson, Jerome Ford, Garrett Wilson, M.H. Jr., Diggs, Pickens, Godwin. We're out here. We are drafting teams. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. All right. 132. 133. Might go RB tight end. Depends on if the right players are there. Might go wide receiver. Got some names. Like if Mike Williams fall, I don't think Mike Williams is going to fall, but people also hate him. Tommy, only one quarterback for now. We're going Rodgers late, bro. I'm like usually okay with two quarterbacks. Like I get it. In like our PPR single quarterback drafts, like we talk about players like Kyler Murray, Anthony Richardson, Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, even Tua, you know, maybe like a Matthew Stafford coming off the injury last year. Like at times, even Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott and Joe Burrow might be in that conversation, right? Guys who are coming off injuries or have injury history or use their legs and are at risk, you know, and aren't like Josh Allen, Mahomes. I don't really consider them in that area, right? But yeah, you know, guys like Kyler with the injury history who uses his legs has both things, right? It's like, yeah, I usually recommend like make sure you kind of solidify that QB2 position, but best ball, I don't get as concerned about it, which might not make sense, but and there goes Mike Williams. But yeah, like late round quarterbacks. Once again, if all else fails in this draft at quarterback, we're okay because we have Pickens on this team. He's our secret weapon, and Russell Wilson and Fields ADP all the way down here. So we have a reserved stack as well, which helps. You don't have to draft both those guys. You go one or the other. I kind of want Pat Freiermuth on this team. Top available players are Brock Purdy, Dontavion Wicks, Chase Brown, Austin Eckler, Dalton Schultz, Gabe Davis, Justin Herbert. Herbert's gone. Chase Brown is gone. Dontavion Wicks is gone. Brock Purdy's gone. All right, give me Austin Eckler as my RB5. And I will go Dalton Schultz to correlate a little bit with Stephon Diggs. Freiermuth, if you prefer him, there's okay. Maybe it makes more sense, especially with us just talking about the Steelers and everything. But it's bad to have this attitude or thought process, but I have a bad taste in my mouth of Freiermuth from last year. And like he was hurt last year, but and I don't know, Arthur Smith his OC, I don't know. The logic doesn't make sense. But I had a lot of Pat Fryermuth exposure in all formats last year, and his name is triggering me and scaring me. Okay, and yes, I have a lot of exposure to Dalton Schultz. He's my most drafted tight end. I need to get away from Dalton Schultz. If Dalton Schultz sucks this year, I'm screwed. So, bad pick, apparently. All right, next two picks are going to be super boring. We don't need any more running backs. Thank God. Running backs are boring. But this is the point of the draft where we do need to beef up the wide receivers, get our second quarterback. So that's what we're going to do. But once again, like, I'm spending my last two picks at wide receiver more than likely. All right, 12th round is wrapping up. So here's a look at the team so far. Kyler's hanging out alone. Kamara, Stevenson, Benson, Ford, Eckler, Garrett Wilson, MH Jr., Diggs, Pickens, Godwin, Schultz. I probably should have gone Fryermuth over Schultz. I feel like my exposure to Fryermuth, it's like 0. Grab Taysom Hill. That's always an option. His ADP, like, honestly, I do feel like Taysom Hill's ADP is really low. Considering he's still, like, had those, like, stupid spike weeks last year. Dude, you know what, Tommy? I might draft Taysom Hill just for you. I'm not really in a position to do so in this draft. So we want to go with those two Arizona wide receivers at the end there. All right, hoping Cole Kmet or Luke Musgrave fall here. I'm prepared to be disappointed. Oh, wait, no, I want to go Rodgers. And do I want to go Malachi Corley, or do I want to see if he falls? I don't know. All right, but there goes Musgrave, and that's a good pick for you, Jason. I'm glad he goes to you. And either of these teams could easily go Kmet here. He's the top available player. I'm not really going to bank on him being here. Yeah. Goodbye, Cole Kmet. I mean, we got Aaron Rodgers. Let's go, baby. This is a weird pick. Like, do I go Malachi Corley against ADP? Do I see if he falls? Yeah. No one. If you're listening, you're out there. No one pick Malachi Corley. He's gonna be on my team, okay? Okay. And we get the GOAT, Adam Thielen. I kind of have a couple overlapping bye weeks on this team. Week 14 and 11 are both popping up. But who cares? Is Taysom Hill listed as quarterback and tight end? No, just quarterback. But his ADP is very low. It's 215, so he can basically be your final pick. There's 216 picks in the draft, so especially if you're going like in on Olave and or Rashid Shaheed. I do have Kamara on this team. And if I had like Olave, this team. I would be much more inclined to go him and or Carr. Jason on drafters. He's a tight end. No. No. Malachi. Who's K. Diddy? He's kind of light at receiver. Amon-Ra, Waddle, Moore, Addison, Quentin Johnston. He's... I'm so mad right now. I'm angry. All right, whatever. So pissed, guys. What a freaking mess. Malachi Corley's going to have like 10 touchdowns. I needed him. I needed the stack. All right. Michael Wilson. Or maybe I just draft Demarcus Robinson. But I can still go Tyler Conklin as my tight end too. So I might do that. Adam Thielen just feels like such a wasted pick now. I hate that Adam Thielen's on this team. But I might go Bryce Young. Might go Conklin, Young, and then the 2 Arizona wide receivers and call it a day. I'd rather play 17 guys than take Quentin Johnston. Jeez. Yeah, I do not like that team. I mean, he's got Waddle and Amon-Ra stacked. And Laporta. He's just getting Jets. He's just messing with. He's out. This guy's out to get me. Here's a team with Kupp, Stafford, and Robinson. At least someone's doing it. Wait, someone took Bryce Young? I hate Adam Thielen. I hate him. So mad he's on this team. Should have taken Malachi Corley. Dang it. Someone took Bryce Young, hit a Baker, Geno, and Will Levis. So freaking mad. Someone take Adam Thielen off my team. All right. Kyler, Rodgers, Kamara, Stevenson, Benson, Ford, Eckler. Running backs look great. Wilson, MH Jr., Diggs, Pickens, Godwin, stupid Adam Thielen with his stupid face, Michael Wilson, Dalton Schultz, Tyler Conklin. Why does this guy have to... I mean, he's got Xavier Leggett and Deontay Johnson. I should have been paying attention to that. I got too cute. I thought I could go Thielen. Malachi Corley could fall. And then I could go Bryce Young. And I would have secured the rest of the Jet stack and got a little mini stack with Bryce Young to help shore up quarterback. And this is what happened. Who is this person anyways? D Key 02. The guy who stole Stroud from Jason steals Bryce Young from me. And K Diddy 8 steals Malachi Corley from me. Honestly, I like everything about this team except the fact I took Thielen over Malachi Corley. And yeah, week 11 might be a little rough for me. We're leaning on Rodgers, Kamara, Stevenson, Wilson, Diggs, Pickens, flexing a running back, Jerome Ford or Eckler, starting Schultz. Okay, so it's not the end of the world, but I won't be flexing a wide receiver. All right. I guess I'm just drafting. Man, I still kind of wish these were 20 rounds. I get why they're not 20 rounds. Look at that, a little Will Levis chicken conquo stack. I've been there myself. He's got D-Hop. Nice. All right, yeah, I think I'm just going Zay Jones and Greg Dortch. We really went in on... The only thing is it leaves me thin at week 11. But it's like... it's not like the options are great anywhere. There's like no one available at running back, wide receiver, or tight end that makes me feel better about a potential flex week 11. So... it is late. I was hoping to do 3 drafts tonight, but I'm only gonna have time for these 2. Go Cardinals. I'm literally fuming at the fact that I drafted Adam Thielen. Oops. All right, so Jason, you went Jordan Love and Justin Herbert. Herbert and Love are good values for you. I guess actually you went Love slightly early. Never mind. But it made a lot of sense. Nothing wrong with that. Hall, Javonte, Gus, Marshawn Lloyd, Eli Mitchell, Collins, Dell, Kirk, Reed, McConkey, Watson, Franklin, Mims. Why not go Tyler Kraft? Jawan Johnson's going to miss some time. I'm a little worried about him. But could be a good value pick. So, yeah, I mean, most weeks you're going to be looking at J-Lo, Hall, Javonte, or Gus. Musgrave, you're going to lean on heavily with this team. And then Collins, Dell, Kirk, Reed, McConkey, Watson. Between those 3 wide receiver spots and the flex, you're going to have some flexibility. You got some Broncos exposure, so nothing wrong with this team at all. One last look at my team. Kyler, Rogers, Kamara, Stevenson, Benson, Ford, Eckler, Wilson, Garrett Wilson, I should specify, Marvin Harrison, Diggs, Pickens, Godwin, Adam Thielen, Michael Wilson, Zay Jones, Greg Dortch, Dalton Schultz, Tyler Conklin. Really, the big mistake of this draft is seriously going Adam Thielen over Malachi Corley, because that gives us one more player at week 12, which I wasn't paying attention to, but we really needed, with all these Arizona players, no more week 11 buys, and we got one anyways. But like I said, I was trying to go Thielen, then see if Corley would fall, then go Bryce Young, and that would have been a nice. It would have made sense, but oh well, it is what it is. The rest of this team looks pretty solid, though. I mean, most weeks we'd be looking at Kyler, Kamara, Stevenson, Wilson, MH Jr., Diggs, Pickens in the flex, Godwin's available there too, and then Dalton Schultz, Tyler Conklin. Hopefully we get some good weeks out of Rodgers too. So, all right, there's the draft. There's your second draft. There's your stream for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Oops, this is the wrong team. Not that it really matters, but there's my only Pitbull entry. Nice. Great draft, Jason. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Pretty active stream. Make sure you guys hit the like on the way out. Links are down below, all that good stuff. I probably won't be on the next couple of days. I got some family coming to town, but just stay posted. We'll have content coming out all week. I'll be active on Discord. Maybe we'll run some off-air drafts and stuff like that. So just stay posted, and I'll definitely be back by Sunday. But this might be my final break, really, before things really take off for the remainder of the off season. Before we get to August, and then before we head into the actual season. This is really the time of year where content creation for fantasy football creators is about to get very, very active, although it's already been pretty dang active. So just stay posted, and might be a little bit of a lighter week, but I might have some videos coming out for you guys nonetheless. So shorts will be out. I'll be on Discord. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys for drafting tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. Love you guys, man. Love this community. Love the catch, fam. With that, I will say thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, you saw it here on the catch.